deeply alarmed by reports of the takeover. Democrats still trying to hammer out a deal on President Biden's massive spending bill. Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia reportedly supports White House proposals for new taxes on billionaires and certain corporations. Resistance from Manchin and Arizona's Kyrsten Sinema has forced the White House to scale back its plan.
Disputes remain over whether certain programs are trimmed or cut altogether. These include plans to expand Medicare coverage, child care assistance, and helping lower-income college students. And Manchin has opposed proposals to penalize utilities that do not switch quickly to clean energy. Coal is one of West Virginia's major industries. Ben Thomas, Washington.
The top Republican in the House is sounding the alarm about government funding of abortion services. Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy says pro-life Americans still believe in the principles of the Hyde Amendment.
This is one fundamental point that America had come together on for the last 50 years. And without one debate, Democrats have decided to change it in every element of every bill, and especially in this one.
Dow futures higher by 12 points this morning. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Your pets have this.
Hey, there's something you forgot to do. It sure is hot. Are you sweating like a dog? Wait, what? Dogs don't sweat. Oh no, you forgot to get your window tinted. Whether it's the kitchen window that sits in the sun for the hottest part of the day, or you just got new wheels, call Sharp Window Tinting in Burleson. 817-615-9379, or look them up on the web, sharpwindowtint.com.
If you're trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
The voice of Johnson County, Joco Community Radio.
Wild hour. Good morning, Johnson County, and welcome to the Rise and Smile program.
Morning.
Good morning. Welcome, boys. We would normally have my beautiful wife, Kim Campbell, here today, but she has pulled executive rank and taken the day off. And thus, she's left it as a sausage fest with these two young monkeys. So, y'all, we are going to be in for a treat. We got my good friend Richard Dismore on, and with his awesome hat. I'm not sure what to say about it exactly, except for it's awesome.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. And Joe Owens here for a repeat visit. Is this your second or third, Joe?
It's the third
time. And believe it or not, y'all, he says he hasn't drank a drop this morning. He didn't need any liquid courage to get him in the door of the studio here. So I'm proud of you, Joe.
growing up.
You're growing up. Richard, this is your second time on.
Yep.
First time on, he decided to pop in just as a visual outside the window. Was just going to have fun when Amy was here with me. And then that came into me quickly, rounding him into the deal. And he had on, it's not a Viking helmet, Richard. What'd you have on that day?
It's kind of like a Viking helmet. It's a metal.
It was like the old, they used back in the old broadsword days to fight and stuff, when they had their full chainmail outfit on.
Like
Yeah, it was, and you couldn't
weird.
talk real well, and it was very very uncomfortable. This looks much more comfortable. This is
Much more
It's
comfortable
almost
hat.
your natural look, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, so y'all still welcome them, and we're in for a treat today. If you're watching on Facebook, please share us. Let your friends know that they need to be starting their day off with us as well. We are now streaming live on YouTube and Twitter, excuse me, or you can take us on the go via the TuneIn Radio app, or we're streaming live 365 on Spreaker.com. Today's show is brought to you by our good friends at Fort Worth Welder Supply and Lone Star Bar and Grill. Fort Worth Welder Supply is a family-owned operation founded by Mr. Melvin Page in 1976. Their retail store offers the largest selection in the Metroplex on welding equipment, gases, and welders. They deliver all of the Metroplex, Mr. 3-time here, without even adding what, Joe?
Fuel surcharge.
No fuel surcharge. I'm so proud of you. Kimmy's going to be proud of you, too. Holy cow.
I tell you, I'm coming a long way.
They have tons of customers all over Johnson County, and they want you to be one, too. And Lone Star Bar and Grill, located at 212 West Ellison Street, right there in Old Town Burleson. Lone Star Bar and Grill is a great way to kick off your week with all-day happy hour Monday through Wednesday. Crazy karaoke going down on Tuesday and Thursday evening. And this Thursday is a very special karaoke session, y'all. It's going to be called Scarioke. That's right. It's Halloween week, and so they want you to put on your Halloween costumes, come up there and sing. And I'm a believer that we're going to have some folks show up this week that we don't normally see there, because so many folks like to hide behind a costume. They're nervous up there by themselves, right? Yes. But if they current room excluded, of course. Some folks, though, when they put their costume on, people can't see them. I think they're going to be a lot more willing to get up there and let it rip. So we should be
definitely.
All right, treat this Thursday, I think. Let's see. And then on Friday night, the live music will be coming to you from the Brock DeWald Band. And then Saturday, October 30th, is their big Halloween party with the Party Hardy Band playing live on the back patio starting at 8 o'clock. And they will have prizes for the best costume and the biggest fan. I'm not exactly sure what the biggest fan prize is for.
We'll find out.
Biggest fan of the band, biggest fan, or should you dress up like a fan? And if you're the biggest fan, you get a prize. I don't know.
Or bring a fan and cool everybody off.
If it's the biggest fan, but only if it's the biggest fan, right?
Only the biggest.
That's right. And remember, Lone Star is now the place you want to be for Sunday brunch. They are serving from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And don't forget, we have the Rise and Smile hotline open. Would love for y'all to give us a call. We can talk about anything funny, fun, or positive with you on the air. Number's 817-637-2585. Again, 817-637-2585. And apparently that number is very close to Angie's number. So if you be careful when you're dialing, otherwise you'll call Joe's wife. So,
that is true.
Okay, so a positive thought to start us off, y'all. Approach each day as a student of life, and you might be surprised at what we all still have to learn. Remember, minds equal better times. Now, Joe, don't take that the wrong way. I know you can go somewhere really down with that. Seriously, I think it's really it's right? There's no spring. Look at this. Out there, the guy on the street, the guy holding the door. So there's something to learn each and every day. So don't get so set in your ways you know it all. And I tell you what, I'm pretty bad about that. I know that I personally think that I'm usually right. If we're having a conversation about something and you disagree with me, I'm trying to convince you why I'm right? But don't let that be your first reaction. Step back from that and just be receptive to what's out there. Try to listen. Be better listeners. We need more listeners out there than more talkers, right?
It's hard to come by.
This morning I've listened to since I've got it.
Well, yeah, if y'all were, I want to say, if y'all were privy to the pre-show prep, y'all would really be in for a doozy. Pretty funny stuff. Good morning, Amy. How are you, young lady? Pam. Good morning. Yeah, I need somebody to be on good morning duty. So y'all see people popping on there.
Yep. Kim City.
Mr. Alex, we got one of your quotes coming up here too at the second half, so can't wait for that. Kimmy, good morning, honey. I don't know if she'd be awake or not. She's been for some reason she was up at 2 a.m. doing the dishes and laundry this morning. So
I was too, yet I still shut up.
Shut up, Joe. All you would do is look at the back of your eyelids at 2 a.m. We both know.
That's true.
All right, so our survey question of the day. Let's start with you, boy, room, and of course we want to hear from you folks online. Oh, I gotta fix my thing over here. I got some new technology I'm trying to work with here. Let's go to the chat so I can see people chatting over here. There we go. And I moved it to the bigger screen so I can actually see it because my old man eyes, I couldn't hardly see that little tiny screen over there.
Good deal.
So that'd be an issue unless I had Joe's spectacles on, maybe. All right, survey question of the day. What was your favorite Halloween costume as a kid? As a kid, think back. Joe, it's been more recent that you were a kid than Richard or I. I'm going to make you go first.
As a kid.
It's Halloween week, so survey question, of course, had to tie Halloween.
I don't know. The one I remember as a kid was Smurf. It wasn't my favorite.
Smurf?
It was not my favorite.
But since that's the first one that came to your mind, I'm going to believe that was your favorite, and that's okay to have. Look, you have blue on. I think it ties back to your answer.
Papa
Joe's
Smurf.
favorite costume, y'all, was a Smurf. Embrace the Smurf, Joe. That's going to be your new nickname, I think.
It was a Smurf.
Richard,
I'm gonna say clown.
you have a clown costume,
Yep.
and there are those that would say you're kind of a clown as an adult.
That's right.
So I
That
think
did
that's
not
probably pretty darn fitting.
Did not end.
He just lost the makeup on most days.
That's it.
Notice I say most days because there are those days. All right, so me as a kid, probably it was the Superman costume I had.
Superman.
Anytime you can put a cape on, it makes you a badass automatically, I think.
Yep.
Right?
I'm gonna get out of the shower.
Is that what you did? As you're drowning on it? That's a bad visual. I think I'm gonna have some for that. Kimmy, can you have the therapist on redial for me here today? I think imagine you go out of the shower with a cape on. All right, so I'm looking for comments from y'all. So y'all watch your phones, look for comments and people chiming in, okay? And I got a PSA for y'all. Many of you out there are dealing with the annual event that happens with the falling of the leaves, right? So if you got a lot of leaves falling in your yard, it's always a pain. I know when Kim and I used to at our first house, we had really big trees there. Our current house has little tiny trees, so we're kind of not having to deal with the leaves falling. But our first house had big mature trees, and the leaves always falling. I hated raking leaves.
Hates it.
That was that guy. Yes, y'all. I was that neighbor that would probably sit there and wait for the wind to blow a little bit and try to down the street.
I was that guy. I went and spent $4,500 and had the bagger put on my mower so I could just bag them and
You got the easy way of doing it. So, Richard Dismore is for hire to come vacuum up your leaves for you, in case you're wondering.
well, I don't have that no more because we got rid of that house.
All right. So now here's the good news. Right. So if you're dealing with that, the National Wildlife Federation says leaving leaves where they fall helps critters in your yard and contributes to a healthy ecosystem. If you're mostly concerned about lawn health, the best thing you do is just run a mulching lawnmower right over the leaves and just grind them up and leave them laying there. Smaller bits act as fertilizer, and if you don't like how that looks, attach a bagger to your mower and dump the leaf mulch on your garden beds. It's an amazing fertilizer for your actual flower beds or your garden.
There you go.
So I'm getting a little feedback that our sound is bad.
Your sound is bad.
Bad, choppy.
Do we know what bad means exactly? Is bad
Choppy.
to choppy? That's going to probably be something
Sounds
to do
terrible, like a bad connection.
Well, there's nothing for me to restart, or if you'll, probably pulling the cords ain't going to help.
Only training I have.
And we're getting it from multiple people or just one person?
Multiple.
Interesting. Tiffany Carlin, y'all, who runs the station here, will be on in a few minutes as the producer, and so she will. We will tell her that we're having some kind of choppy issue with the internet connection. Not sure what that could be,
Morning, Alicia.
but it's not us here because I'm hearing everything super clear.
Yeah, it's real clear on our end. Sorry.
Thanks for the feedback, y'all. We'll try to get that addressed as soon as we can. Let's see. So again, don't have to rake your leaves. National Wildlife Federation says leave them laying. Everybody can enjoy that and be lazy.
See, I have followed that rule for a long time.
You didn't know you were
No, I knew it.
contributing to the health of your lawn, did
Oh,
you?
I did.
You did?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I did.
Do you have mature trees at your current house?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I don't. Not this new house.
I was in landscaping one time. It is true that if you leave those leaves on there and you don't mulch them or anything, then they smother out your ground. When they get wet,
Yep.
they start smothering out all the grass.
They say the best thing you do is run them over and mulch them, though.
Yeah, that was probably the best thing that came out of that lawn service. I didn't like it too well. Lost a lot of money.
Sorry to hear that,
Use
Richard.
that blow one time.
Again, we try to keep things positive here on the Rise and Smile program, not hear about Richard's depressing business failures. No. I'm just kidding. All right, so some positive news stories to kick us off.
I did learn something though.
What you learn? Yeah, exactly. So don't just sit back and wait for positive things to happen. Seeking to raise money for a restaurant or for restaurant workers stuck at home during COVID, two bartending brothers decided to make the Bilbo Baggins and walk 3,200 miles across America.
Why?
That's right, to raise money. They wanted to raise money
Oh,
for the
cool.
restaurant workers and all the folks out there that were struggling during the COVID thing.
During the pandemic.
They wanted to raise money for them, so they hoped to raise $30,000, but they actually ended up raising. Please hold. Let me close this out. Dun, dun, dun. They actually ended up raising $70,000, but they truly walked from. It was Aiden and Louis Ardeen completed their 5-month walkabout, which started in Asbury Park Boardwalk in New Jersey and walked all the way to the Pacific Ocean.
Wow, that's impressive.
In
lot.
5 months. Let's think about that for a second. I think that's pretty darn good.
It's a lot of money raised.
That's a pretty long walk.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I would lose about 8,000 pounds if I did that.
I'm pretty sure I'd find a different way to raise money.
5
I'm
months.
positive I would.
That's 21.3 miles a day.
That's a lot of walking.
I don't like driving.
And just think that's
21
every
miles a
day. You don't
Yes.
get to take a day off if you want to make that pace right there, 23 miles a day. Holy smokes.
I need to be a better person, I guess.
You need to be a better person,
Yeah.
Joe. We could all try to be better people. We'll start with you.
Seems to be the theme. This month.
Right. So, all right. So they donated all the money to the Cocoa Fund and to the Restaurant Workers Community Foundation. So a super good job for those guys. And a cool reminder that we can all make a positive impact on one another with minimal effort, right? And people sometimes lose sight of it. Think, oh, I can't make a difference. I can't make a difference. Yes, we absolutely all can. Richard, I'm so sorry I forgot this. Could you go turn that little light on? There's a switch on the back of it. In case y'all can't see us really good. I don't know how we're coming across on Facebook, but our main light we forgot to turn on. That's usually Kim's job. It's on the back right-hand side, kind of ish on the side. Richard, forgive Richard being right in the camera there. One extreme close up of Richard is at. It's a little toggle switch on the right side. I'm not sure. It's kind of back right.
Lights are hard.
Yeah, lights are well, you know, Richard, you don't have to mess with that light if you don't want to anymore, son. You can just leave it. There you go. There you go. Nothing beats Richard this more. Lights are hard, Joe.
It's on the right side in the back.
There you go. So, yeah, Kim always knew where it was. So
Hey, are
sorry.
we sounding
Richard.
better at all?
Hopefully the connection is working out. I don't know. We'll see. So anyways, we can all make a difference. Little things can make a big difference, right? In people's day, in their lives. You never know when you're going to be somebody that makes a difference in somebody else's life, right? And I promise you, Joe, the distance there is not going to make a difference in the sound quality, except for I'm not going to be able to hear you. Okay?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. All right. So this young man, Massachusetts boy, was so excited to go back to school after the pandemic, which my grandson was the same way. He hated that at-home learning. He was no fan of that. You know, little kids need to go see their friends and that kind of stuff, right?
It's not for everybody.
Social.
So he made a sign and would go outside each morning, and the sign simply read, again, this is kid handwriting, and you got one blue word, one yellow word, one red word, and it simply said, "Today is a great day." And he would go out there and he was like a little sign spinner. He'd go out there mornings and just get this little sign and wave it at the street, going by the people going by on the street. Hello. And just before his bus came, that's what it was his ritual every morning. He was so excited. Now his mom and dad were both teachers. And so they would go to work before he got on the school bus. They didn't know he was out there even doing it, right? It was just something he did on his own just because he was so happy.
This thing.
And I promise you, I know me personally, if I go by and see a little kid out there waving a sign, today's a great day. Today's going to be a great day. What am I doing but smile?
But you're
I know. Well, Josh likes to sleep in. He's like Joe.
Pretty sure his signs would be so nice.
that'd be a little John.
Yeah.
That's right. But I think that was pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
Just
that's
just
cool.
get out there and wave a little sign around. And the mom and dad didn't know till to one of the other past coworkers of theirs was driving by and saw him out there and just shot an email off to him. Do you know your son's outside waving a sign before this is why he went by?
Exactly.
It was a pretty cool story. So you can make a difference, y'all. Be nice to somebody. Be happy. Just wave at them, hold the door, whatever. Just we can all make a difference by being a little bit extra friendly to people.
Very true.
All right. So one thing we always do, Richard, as an initiation to folks that do on our station is do some get to know you questions. So Joe's already had to endure his get to know you question his first time on with us. So got a few get to know you questions, Richard. We'll start with a few of them here. If you could live anywhere, where would you be besides where you're at today?
Oh, I ain't never leaving Texas, so I want to be right in the same area, but I would like to be from my new property.
Okay, that's a very lame answer. We'll move on to number 2. What would your superhero power be?
X-ray vision. I'm sorry, but I want to see them movies.
Yeah, so let's just say I should have done a PSA to start the show that you're probably going to hear Richard coming about boobies countless times. Joe, we could do it over and under probably and do a wager on that one. Yeah. But we all knew it was going to be X-ray vision. Anybody that knows Richard, it was going to be X-ray vision.
Oh yeah.
What's your favorite snack?
Snickers peanut butter miniature candy bar.
Has to be the miniature, can't be the full size.
Well,
You're really picky.
yeah, because I want them in the refrigerator. They have to be cold.
Oh, so like bite size, just pop
Yes.
in there and not have to bite through them when they're cold.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Challenge. It'll work
Interesting.
for it.
Peanut
All
butter Snickers. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, I didn't either.
If you could meet anyone, who would you want to meet? Dead or alive?
Oh, I don't know. I do want to go, like to meet Dolly Parton.
Well, man, booty reference not you. In case
I
you're keeping
mean,
track at home.
When I say I want to meet her, I want to literally be able to sit down and look at her and talk to her for a while.
Not just look at her boobs.
Right.
Okay, well, that's very very astute of you, sir.
Yes.
I wish most people believed that.
I know, right? Would you trade intelligence for looks, or vice versa, depending on how you
No.
yourself today?
No, I wouldn't.
How do you see yourself? Are you more intelligent, or are you better
I think
looking?
I'm a lot more smarter than I ever looked.
Yeah,
I agree.
and you wouldn't trade that. You wouldn't
No.
try. You wouldn't be like Fabio and be dumb as a box of rocks.
No.
No. All right.
No, not at all.
I agree. I would keep my intelligence too. Luckily, I've got a good balance of both.
They give you one of them weird looks he gives you in the morning.
Right.
You say dumb things.
Yeah. Okay, if you could have any career on the planet, what would it be? If money's not an issue. Like you don't struggle for money. That doesn't matter. What would you want to do? Any career?
I always enjoyed repoing.
Repoing?
Yeah.
I'd like to do that with him.
That's your career, Joe, full
Oh
time.
yeah, I'd be
Do you
fine.
work a lot harder than you do at T-Mobile? Let me just tell you that.
You don't know.
You don't
But
get to be in bed at what time do we on the show? At 7:30 with your covers up, giving traffic and weather report from your bed
we'll repo
when you're a
after
repo
that.
man.
We'll repo after that.
Okay, repo man. I didn't see that one coming either. I'm gonna learn a lot about you, Richard. Let's see. Camera is blurry. Huh, interesting. I saw
What's a
that.
tough morning without Kim here?
Kimmy, see, maybe it's just that I kind of took focus out because we aren't the best looking group here, honey. It's much better when you're here, so I wanted to kind of blur it up a little bit.
You're welcome.
I'm just kidding. Actually, I can see myself okay.
Yeah, we look great.
We look pretty good on this monitor.
and sound good.
It may have been when Richard walked up there and it tried to focus and unfocus. Who knows? And got distracted by his hat.
Yeah.
That could be the case too. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Double or triple hamburger, pizza and pizza, thin crust.
I said one. Oh, it's a
It's a pizza.
double, triple pizza.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a triple hamburger meat on
Yes.
it. That's what you're saying.
I love their hamburger meat.
Pizza
crust.
Inn. Did Pizza Inn even exist anymore?
Oh yeah, they got one in Midlothian.
Okay. All right. You
Wait.
go there often to get.
When I get pizza, that's where I go.
Wow. Wow. Somebody loves his pizza.
That's dedication to a
Yeah,
pizza. Let
I
me tell you right there.
I hate waiting for Pizza Hut to bring it to you.
Kids,
And
need
you
to stay at the
wanna
mic, Joe. Need to stay at the mic because when you do this, we can't hear you very good. Okay, so there you go. If you were stranded on an island, what would you choose to take with you? You get three things.
Three things.
It can't be boobies. That's two things. That's 2 out of 3 right away. So you can't. Don't spit, Joe. 3 things take with you on an island. What would it be?
All right, a knife, some type of hook, and Dolly Parton.
Sorry, Becky. I love you, but I'm taking Dolly with me instead. Your wife is a saint, by the way. Did you know
Oh,
that?
she
God,
sure
I love
is.
Becky. She's so sweet. Okay, what were you like in high school? Assuming you went. Sorry, let me.
I
let me
did
back that
go.
up.
I
Oh,
did go to school. I did go to school at one time, but I was quiet. Really, never was a school person. So
Really?
I didn't like school.
Again, back to your intelligence question. You were saving it all. You wanted to take all that in to be super smart. So you just stayed in your lane
Yeah,
and did your studies.
That
I
quiet
never
thing
wasn't
makes sense.
very good at test or book studying.
Mm-hmm.
I was more of show me and I'll never forget it.
There you go. There you go. Joe, I bet you can't say that, can you?
No, no. I
Nope.
wasn't very
Nope.
smart at all.
Way to own that. Good thing you made up for it later. I'm not sure whose ass you kissed at
Yeah,
T-Mobile to get where you're at,
Not
but
real
God
sure how I
bless you.
got there either.
All right, let's see. What's your biggest deal breaker in a relationship?
No, we know the answer to this. I'm just kidding.
I bet it might surprise you, Joe. I bet it won't be movie related.
It won't.
I know. See,
No.
I knew.
By the
Power.
way,
Power.
Too powerful.
If the woman's too powerful,
Yeah.
like if she's dominant, I guess I'd say, or
Yes.
she's too vocal.
Yes.
What's the word I'm looking for? That's the right word, Joe.
Controlling.
Yeah.
You know, just because
mean,
I think when two people are that way, it's hard to match.
Because you're saying you're dominant and you're powerful.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You need to have that balance, the
Yes.
yin and the yang.
Yes, me and Becky are two completely different people. I mean, We are so far apart.
She
that
is a very laid back individual,
Yes.
and you're a very forward
Yes.
individual. Yeah, we'll just say forward.
We
That's about as
complement
nice
each
as I
other.
could describe
That's
Richard,
very
I think,
true.
isn't it?
Yeah.
we
Very
complement
forward.
each other very well.
Kim and I are the same way. I'm very much the talker, and she's very much the quiet, laid back one too.
Angie and I are like that now, but back in the day, we were the same. We came
Really?
strong. Yes. We were
And then
either-
she all of a sudden did motherhood kind of make her take a step back?
you know,
you
I
think?
really think that is about when it started to
Yeah.
happen. Yeah.
Yep. Hormones change, all that
were-
kind of stuff
we were
happens.
tag team and everything we did in the past.
All right.
Nope.
I'm going to skip that one because it's too obvious. Let's see. Do you have any weird superstitions?
I talk to myself in conversations I think will come up, so I'm prepared. Or
The-
should I say conversations?
Confrontations?
Yes.
Yeah. Does that matter who? I mean, or just in
No,
general? Is it
just-
business, mostly business, or personal, or both?
Anything.
Really?
If it's a problem I have with a family member, or if it's a problem I have with an employee or something, then I will catch myself driving,
and
and
doing the
talking-
conversation.
talking to myself.
Do you actually enact? Do you audibly become
Yes.
their voice? Like you say
No.
something, and then do you say their voice too,
I just hear their
or you
voice.
only have it in your head?
I hear voice in my head, but I actually speak it.
That makes me a little nervous. There's a lot of stuff going on in the head of yours, Richard. So
Oh,
I'm
yes.
worried that those might get a little
Yes.
entangled with other things going on. No.
No, I think
I'm-
I kind of do that too. I don't know that I speak it.
I do, especially if it's something that bothers me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Coaching, you got coaching yourself.
Yes.
Right in the mic, Joe. You
Coaching
just stay in the
yourself.
mic.
Yeah,
There you go.
I coach myself on what I don't want to, because a lot of times when you get emotional, you may say the wrong thing or it comes out the wrong way.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, if I do that, then I'm trying to, and a lot of times it never happens, but I'm prepared.
Interesting. So superstitions are funny. So the one I still do that I did when I was a kid. My mom told me this one. If you cross a black cat when you're driving, say it crosses your path, you got to roll up one of your sleeves to get where you're going. Otherwise, you're gonna have the bad luck.
Dude,
That's
I
all
never
I'm
wanted to cross the black cat, but the sleep.
No
thing,
one-
I've never heard that.
doing. Really?
Seriously, you didn't like that?
I swear, my mom told me that as a
I'm
kid.
gonna Google
We'd
it.
be driving, and the black cat would cross, and everybody in the car would roll their sleeves up till they got where he's going. It
If I'm
happened.
paying attention,
Yeah.
them cracks in the sidewalks get
Step on the back, break your mama's
Yep.
step on a crack, break your mama's back. Gotcha,
Yep.
gotcha. Okay.
He is
What's your favorite
possessive.
TV show?
right now.
Doesn't matter, pick it.
The Voice.
The Voice. I like The Voice
It's
too.
and honestly, that is the only show I watch
There's
on
some
TV.
good singers this year too.
Oh yes, very
Yeah,
good.
This is the one year
We
I'm
could
not
have
watching
voice
it.
talk. That could be a segment for the next few weeks,
Yes.
Richard. Let's see. We'll skip that one too. But any feedback on our Halloween costumes? Kids,
No.
people's favorite. What survey question today, y'all? What was your favorite Halloween costume as a kid? Joe's was a clown. Joe's was a Smurf. Richard's was a clown, and mine was Superman. So, wanted to know what y'all's are too.
Yeah, I learned a lot about Richard this morning, Timber.
I know. See, that's what we do that for.
He is definitely possessed.
All right, some fun random questions. We'll start with Joe because you've been silent over there. About the
Yeah,
microphone. Need you
hit
to
me.
stay in
Come
that
on.
microphone, Holmes.
Listen, I try.
You're killing me.
Come on.
If you got arrested, what would it most likely be for?
Hanging out with you. Or you. Or
that,
Amy.
that as or you can't blame everybody around you, Joe.
I can't.
No, sir.
I'm a good person. When
No,
people
sir.
Running around.
Yo, I don't want to get too crazy in that. So seriously, what would you be arrested for? Hanging out with it doesn't qualify.
I would be arrested for being too loud.
A noise.
Yeah.
Violating a noise
I
order.
think it would be awful, but I definitely would kick and fight trying to get
And you'd be, and drunk Joe would be complaining to the officers, it ain't that loud. I can
Exactly.
hear him, right?
Sing it
You
with
wouldn't be disrespectful to the officers necessarily.
course.
You'd just be trying to get your point across
Yeah.
that it wasn't that loud.
That's true.
I
It
can
would
see
be
that
something
happening.
that petty.
I can see that happening. Then all of a sudden you piss them off because you wouldn't shut up and turn it down, and then off to jail you go.
Yep. And you will be with me.
I will not be with you. I know when to say when, Joe. Just like when Joe used to I'd always go home early. And just like karaoke. Good example.
Yeah.
JC goes home by 9.
That's what the week do.
And the week of responsible, Joe. I can get up and go the next day, unlike you. See, we'll just leave that right there. Richard, what would you be arrested for most likely?
road rage.
Road rage. Ooh, that's probably mine too. And most people wouldn't know that about me. And you're pretty, I'm gonna say docile, kind of quiet guy too most of the time. But man, I lose my freaking mind behind the wheel.
Yeah,
I call it the text lane.
It is not good. It is not good.
I
think
call
I'm
it the text
terrified
lane.
of you with that as
The
well.
text lane,
Oh yeah, because I pass 90-something% of the people I pass on the right side.
they're texting.
They're on
They're
they're
there.
on their phone, doing something.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
call it the text lane.
Road rage. It's real. It's
Mhm.
not
It
good.
is.
And I own that I have that. I should probably get some help for that.
Yeah.
Give me back to the to our therapist. You have them on speed dial when I get
Yeah,
home.
back
I
to
have
your
issues
worries.
after today's show. I can already tell.
Hey,
That's the first half, man. That's y'all stick with us through the break or listen to our sponsors because they're the reason we stay on. And we'll be right back with Joe Owens and Richard Dismore, special guest in the house today. Thank you all very much. We'll be right back.
I was fixing to ask you about.
At Romika Designs, we're more than just a laser engraving and specialty design company. Much more. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs, and if you can dream it, we can probably make it. We can custom laser cut and engrave on nearly all material. Great for one-of-a-kind gifts, home decor, business and specialty items, or personalized and logo designs created just for you or your company. Allow us to become your go-to gift and specialty project partner. Romika Designs can help make your ideas a reality. We're ready to help you design and create that special gift for any occasion or engrave your personal or business logo on just about any product. View our designs at romikadesigns.com or simply email us with your ideas. We specialize in custom design and would be honored to have the opportunity to discuss it with you. Call us at 817-400-4040, email info@romikadesigns.com, or visit us on the web at romikadesigns.com.
Of that carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleburne, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleburne, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they got you covered. When you're hungry for tender brisket or some delicious homemade cobbler, then look no further than Leach Brothers Barbecue, located at 1106 East Henderson, Cleburne, Texas. Leach Brothers has been family owned and operated since 1950. Take it from me, Taco Joe Orwinski. Todd and his family have been filling my belly breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a long time. Heck, I even have my own booth, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come see them for dine-in, carry-out, and all your catering needs.
The voice of Johnson County, Joco Community Radio.
And welcome back, y'all, to the second half of the Ride the Smile program with my special guest today, Mr. Richard Dismore and Joe Owens. I should use y'all's last names, so folks might start stalking y'all or something.
I know, yeah.
Although my name's on the banner, John Campbell, so they know who I am too.
It's really weird hanging out with Amy recently. She calls everybody by their last name.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm caught myself starting to do that too.
Really?
Now when I referenced you, I'm like, when John Campbell does this, that, and I'm like, damn.
Do you know why she does that?
I don't know.
I guarantee if you ask her this question, that's how she remembers everybody's last name.
Is that why you do it, Amy? I know you're listening.
She
Tell
told
us.
me it's because that's how I introduced myself to her. I didn't say hi, my name's John. She goes, hi, I introduced myself as John Campbell to her, so that's why she calls me John.
Oh, really?
Yeah, same with Sean White.
Yeah.
I haven't heard her call everybody that, just me and Sean.
Yeah.
The two always heard her saying that.
Yeah, 'cause you
She just calls you Dismore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And you get called FN Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time. Hey, y'all, just a reminder, our show is brought to you today by our good friends at Fort Worth Welder Supply and Lone Star Bar and Grill. Fort Worth Welder Supply is a family-owned operation. Founded by Mr. Melvin Page in 1976. George, when were you born?
78.
78. You weren't even born yet. Look at that. The retail store offers the largest selection of Metroplex on equipment, gases, and welders. Deliver all of the Metroplex with even adding what, Richard?
fuel surcharge.
That's right. A 2 for 2 today. Good job, boys. They have tons of customers all over Johnson County, and they want you to be one too. And Lone Star Bar and Grill, located at 212 West Ellison Street, right there in Old Town Burleson. Lone Star Bar and Grill is a great way to kick off your week with all-day happy hour Monday through Wednesday. Crazy karaoke going down on Tuesday and Thursday. And remember, this Thursday is karaoke. That's right. So dress up in your Halloween costume, come out there and karaoke with us. I feel confident that I know 2 of the 3 of us at this table will be there. Joe, you gonna be there Thursday?
I got to go to the thrift store, but can't make it yet.
Are you going to the thrift store at 7 o'clock on Thursday?
I have to go get a costume.
Well, you don't. There's no requirement to have a costume to come karaoke.
Yeah, but they hear a lot.
You're gonna come. You're gonna be there.
Oh, yeah,
it's gonna be awesome.
I think you ought to be like the.
Just give me a hat, Richard.
I can loan you a hat.
He can
now.
hook you up with a hat.
But I was
That's
thinking,
no doubt.
you know, those guys back in the Egyptian days, you know, where you wear that little thing, little
Whoa, that's
skirt
going a different direction.
thing
We're
with
leave
the
for
tassels-
a toga.
tassels on your nipples.
All right.
All right,
I'm
dress
in.
up. Come get loose with us on the back patio, y'all. As you can see, it's going to be a good time. And this is Sober Us. This week's Friday Night Live music is coming to you from the Brock Dewald Band. And then on Saturday, October 30th, is their big Halloween party there at Lone Star with the Party Hardy Band playing live on the back patio starting at 8 o'clock. They will have prizes for best costume and the biggest fan. And remember, Lone Star is the place you want to be for Sunday brunch, which they are serving from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. All right, y'all. Now, I'm supposed to do something with the thing here about copying and pasting something into the show comments,
you're
but I'm
doing
not,
that.
I'm not quite there yet. So
Kimmy says she's Wonder Woman.
that was your favorite costume, Kimmy, was Wonder Woman?
Yep.
How do
and-
I
see
be
her
married
still
to you
pulling
25 years and not know that? I
Hank
want to know
says
if I
a
get you a
witch.
Wonder Woman costume today, will you wear it for me?
Ooh.
I look forward to the answer here.
She might on Sunday.
Why is it just for you though?
Chat up, Richard. Settle down, Richard. Settle down. All right, Mr. Michael Norris. Yeah, we hear there's a bad connection. We're not sure what's going on, sir. I apologize. Our director of technical services is not here at the moment. It's usually Kim. She's home. She's here as the show producer, and she's not here to make it happen for us.
Pam Shaw says she was a witch.
Amber was a lion like 3 times, so that had to be your favorite.
Wow.
A lion.
3 times.
lion.
I was probably a 2-time Smurf, but you seriously got
2 times Smurf. That's what you should do Saturday. Or Thursday.
Oh,
That's
that would be
an easy one.
awesome.
Come as a Smurf.
Yes.
Hey, we've all made references today of our favorite costumes, so we should all come as those things: clown, Smurf, Superman.
All right. Well,
That
what
would
I
be
can
fun.
do.
That's the way we make it happen, guys.
All right.
Okay,
That'll work.
that's awesome. Connection's horrible. Sorry, Missy. And Missy, we're going to get to some X-rated stuff here in a little bit, so hopefully that'll clear right up because we met Missy. I got to meet her for the first time in person at Old Texas Brewery over the weekend, Friday, I think it was, and she said it's always funny because I'm kind of dirty and Kim tries not to be dirty on the radio. And then she's always like, yeah, let him go. So Missy, I'm going to try to, we don't have the professor here, the warden to keep us in line today. So who knows where this might go.
There's some mornings, though, she's very needed.
That's right. That's true. To put the filter on
Oh,
me.
yeah.
All right. But Kimmy knew that I was going to be on here. So she did make a remark to you to say, keep him in check.
She did.
All right.
She did. But that's
Good job, Kimmy.
I've got the mute button here ready just in case, y'all. All right, so a good message for all of us. Our good friend, Mr. Alex Phillips, posted this quote out there today, and I had something separate here, but I wanted to change it because I liked what he put out there. And it references something Joe can relate to and Richard, because you're both leaders in your respective fields of what you do, right? As am I. So when you were made a leader, you weren't given a crown. You were given the responsibility to bring out the best in others.
Influence.
I think that's super important to realize. And I know from my personal career in the healthcare and insurance industry, I started out as a customer service rep, making outbound phone calls. And, I worked my way through every level of our organization to get where I am today. And I think one of the reasons I was successful was I'd never to this day forgot where you came from. Right. And what it's like to do that job of the people that you're leading and supervising and managing, or whatever your title might be. It's so important to realize that it's the folks that do the work every day who really make the difference. The leaders get the credit often, because they're the ones, you led the team to this or whatever. But man, it's the team that makes the difference.
I think the number one thing in any type of business or any field you're in is always do the job better than what you would expect the job to be done for you.
That's good point. And as a general contractor, RL Construction, by the way, I've got a project for you too. I forgot to tell you about that. It's for me personally. It's going to be awesome. So RL Construction quality is number 1 there. I'm not sure what your actual slogan is, but I just threw something out there. But you can hear
My
motto
is we take care of all your construction needs.
Okay.
Great slogan.
And it sounds like he was pretty emphatic about that.
That's on his business.
Richard, we're going to work on it. Okay.
We work on all.
And Joe, you lead a lot of folks in your.
I do. I lead a lot of people these days. I'm 20 years into my business though, so I've been in all these guys' shoes before, and all of them kind of look at me and go, "Hey, how do I get that job? How do I get that job?" Well, not 20
Bust
years
your
doing
ass.
what you do, and you can have my job and do what I do. But I've learned a lot during the day, and you're right. Work harder than they do. And I also work for a business too that never takes credit for the work we do. Every time there's a win, that win is given to us, and I've learned to do that to anybody that's
Nice.
I support.
Good job. That's what it's all about. And we secured when what I do, we get contracts for different companies. We do self-funding insurance, and so we get new contracts all the time. If we're lucky, we retain our customers, right? And when we get a big one, like I got a 5-year contract with last year, and it was huge. And it wasn't because of the way I am and what I do. It's those folks that process the claims and answer the phone calls and provide that kick-ass service every day.
Exactly.
So just remember that, y'all. If you're a leader, you may work your way up. You weren't given a crown. You were given the responsibility to bring out the best in others. That's super important, I think.
Yes.
I like that. I'm going to miss that and that. Sorry, y'all. And Tiffany let us know that Spectrum was having an issue with the internet the other day, so that could be a residual issue of that. We're not sure. Again, we know the connection is not great, but thanks for sticking to that with us. Pam, how did I know it would be a witch for you, young lady? Absolutely. Boom. Y'all are doing a terrible job at looking at stuff. Did you? I missed that one. Sorry, Richard.
Yep.
You got to make
Amy
tell me.
said she wants to be Cinderella.
Who?
Amy said she wants to be Cinderella.
No, not what you want to be. It's what was your favorite costume as a
Well,
kid?
that was her favorite costume then.
Okay. Joe, I need you not to just ad lib. I need you to know what the hell you're talking about here.
Okay.
Or she said Smurfette.
Oh, that'd be great for Thursday. Smurf and Smurfette. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Weather for the week and a traffic report in Burleson. Mr. Joe Owens up.
So it's hard to make weather and traffic interesting. It really is. But I will tell you what's going on.
I can't.
We know.
According to what I see, Richard would have a cruddy time right now between here and Green Acres again. It's a Garden Acres.
Garden Acres.
Garden Acres.
Jesus,
Yeah,
I need
man.
you to learn the damn streets, Mr. Traffic Man.
It's ugly up there. Yeah, you definitely don't want to go to work that way.
And you realize, Joe, that's like every single day. So
Hey,
I need you
listen,
to have something different besides that.
Listen, I hate bad on anybody, but I was hoping there was some interesting traffic stuff this morning. Nobody has had an
Waiting
At
for
accident.
the
least
weather.
last week when you were laying in bed giving this report, you told us it was even bad going towards Joshua. You had
No,
that under you.
Weirdly, it is. For some reason over by that ATB going towards
That red light's just terrible.
It just
anyway.
says red.
right?
Just don't go there.
Don't go there.
You know what? If
Go the
you
back
stay
roads.
home.
That's Joe's motto.
Stay home.
So 1 o'clock after lunch, you can find your way out of the house and go see, check on your employees that do a kick-ass job of making sure you look good. But the weather.
Yeah, it's going to rain next Thursday.
God almighty, that's not true.
That's boring.
The chance of rain on
Come
Wednesday.
on.
It says it's going to rain next Thursday, but this weekend looks great.
What is next Thursday?
I don't know. I was just
We
scrolling
have-
through looking for rain.
There's
Shit,
this
next
Thursday. There's this Thursday.
Ain't
'cause
gonna rain this
we're
Thursday.
on Monday.
Okay, but it's not going to rain.
It's going to rain Wednesday when the cold front comes in. I need you to look at the actual weather next time.
I mean, come on, man.
Listen,
Oh my
when
God.
I told you I can't
Kimmy?
do weather and traffic, I did.
I'm going to
I'll tell
dial
I was
you in,
qualified.
Kimmy, and have you get the weather report next time we have Joe on here. Jesus, squeeze us.
Anyway,
All right.
yeah. Get your umbrella next Thursday, kids.
It's
They
Wednesday.
don't want me to do
It's
the
going to
weather.
rain on Wednesday when the cold front comes in. This Wednesday. Not
Carry it
Thursday.
around all next week just in case.
Leave it in your car. You never know when you might need it. Well,
Yeah.
that's an astute weather forecast there, bub.
You're
Jesus.
welcome.
Squeeze
folks.
us. All right.
Kimmy says we're all good together.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, so here's a just why, right? Why the hell would this happen? On October 16th, just a few days ago, right? Last week, was it last Saturday? I think. Yeah, last Saturday.
Sure.
NASA launched the Lucy mission into space. It will set a course for the Trojan asteroids with the aim of uncovering the earliest histories of our solar system. Thought to contain the unused remains of the outer planets, the Trojans sit in these two separate clouds called L4 and L5 around the same orbit as Jupiter. Throughout its 12-year mission, Lucy will take stops at 8 different asteroids to study how and of what they are made. What the hell is that going to do for us?
Why are they out there looking for me and Joe? They don't need to know where we came from.
That's probably accurate. Probably accurate. But like going and studying some asteroid belts circling around Jupiter, what kind of money they spend on that, and what good is that going to do for real?
Oh, that ain't them spending money. It's us spending money.
Well,
They're getting grants.
Well, no, they're spending our money.
Yeah.
They're making the decision to go launch this program. But I
It's
just don't get
crazy.
it.
No.
I don't really know why they're doing that. Maybe they're hiding something. Wrong.
Why haven't we gone back to the moon?
That's true.
If that was such a monumental feat to go to the moon, why haven't we gone back?
Because we already did it.
We can send satellites to the Jupiter asteroid belts, but we can't go to the moon.
Well, that's because of the conspiracy theory that they never actually made it to
That's
the moon.
where I was going. Good segue, Richard. Did
They
it
did.
actually happen? They
Yeah,
did, Joe?
they did.
How do you know?
I saw a TikTok video on it, and it proved that they went to the moon.
I'm a believer they did not go to the moon.
You think the world's flat too?
No.
They went to the moon.
We've got pictures of the world.
The,
Got pictures of
the
the
world
footstep.
the world has corners, though.
Does it?
Yes.
Joe, what's this? Joe's giving the move ahead sign. What are you trying to be the producer now? Oh my God. All right, moving along. Today is National What Day, you may ask? It is October the 25th. Is that right? I think so. October 25th. Yes. And this is awesome.
Let me guess. Luggage day.
Negative. It's National Greasy Foods Day.
Ooh.
Well, I'm all about that one. Let me tell you.
I had that last night.
What'd you have?
Fried burritos.
Fried, basically as a chimichanga.
From Austin.
No, Becky makes some of the best homemade.
Chimichanga. Just chimichanga, Richard. Fried burritos are chimichanga.
No, it's not.
What is a chimichanga then, Joe?
A chimichanga has like shredded chicken and onions.
It
and
can have.
stuff.
Let's wait. Just pause there. What was in the burrito, Richard?
Ground beef with seasoning, a certain type of seasoning. I think it's the ranch.
Uh-huh.
And then she takes queso from the where you get the chips at.
Uh-huh.
And if you like sour cream, she puts sour cream. She rolls it all up. She fries it on each
And
side.
you're telling me, Joe, there's no ground beef chimichanga out there anywhere?
Okay, we can take a vote. There is a difference between chimichanga and a fried burrito.
Hey, my wife calls them fried burritos. I just say it's fried
Because they
burrito.
are fried
I don't want to get you in
burrito.
trouble with Becky,
That's
Richard.
right.
So we'll just leave it as a fried
Is there
burrito.
shredded
Sounds
chicken in it?
delicious. You were a
She's
day.
never made them with that.
Because she didn't make you a chimichanga.
Joe, I will mute the shit out of you in just a second. National Greasy Foods Day. So have some greasy food today.
Man, I was going to start acting right today too.
And that just went right by the wayside, didn't it? As soon as you walked in the door.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, we're doing some greasy stuff.
And it's also Chucky the Notorious Killer Doll Day. Dun, dun,
Did you
dun.
ever watch that?
Chucky? Sure.
I think I watched one.
It was kind of funny when I watched the first one. I was younger. I mean, fuck, shoot. I mean,
I
sorry.
don't like scary movies.
What was that? Probably
I don't like them at all.
20 years ago?
I don't like them at all.
20 years ago?
Chucky has got to be funny. Hey, I watched Nightmare on Elm Street last night. That was 84.
No.
And I
No.
think that show still holds up.
You know what?
No.
It does. So
Never
I
seen
kind
it.
of thought it was cheesy too, and it has
What?
its cheesy. He's scared of scary movies.
I don't like scary movies.
Oh, Kim and I watched Evil Dead yesterday. You seen that
I've
one?
never seen it.
Oh, you got to watch that one. It's on cable right now. So you can
Really?
go out there and go to the on demand.
Is it really scary if it's on cable?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty good. Holds up too. It's actually the remake of the original, which came out back in the early 80s, but it's really good.
Okay, so why have you not ever seen Nightmare on Elm Street?
In the mic,
Is it
Joe.
scary?
Why are you?
I've never watched
That's why
seen
he was a
clips of
clown.
Halloween.
He
I'm
doesn't like
not-
scary stuff.
I
He
don't
wants-
like scary stuff.
Clowns are scary.
You and Alicia, my
Oh.
cousin Alicia, is the same way. She does not like scary shit, which is weird. While we're going to the haunted hotel, where it is we're going to spend this
That's
weekend.
different.
Oh, dude, where y'all going? That would be
Mineral
awesome.
Wells, somewhere out there.
Are
Yeah.
y'all going to the Baker?
I don't know what the name of
Well,
the
the
place is.
hotel.
Everybody
there-
says the Baker, but I don't think that's the name of the place we're going to.
we're going to a haunted hotel bed and breakfast.
Okay. Okay, that's cool.
Supposed to be fun.
Yep.
I don't know.
What was
All
your
right.
scariest movie?
Oh, that's impossible to even tell you.
The
scariest
Exorcist.
movie.
Hands down.
Really?
The Exorcist scared me to death. Still does.
I still
Never seen
believe
it.
that anything that's demon related like that is probably the scariest because that shit can happen.
I'm
you believe
afraid
in
that demon's
God?
gonna come out the TV.
I'll
and
tell you
stick
what,
around.
dude. You're not really old enough. Do you remember drive-in movies?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
We had a drive-in in Graham.
All right.
Still
Drive-in
works.
movies.
Still works.
Before I was probably 6, 7 years old, we used to go all the time, and they'd always want to watch those scary movies. Well, as a kid sitting in the back seat, it's dark outside, and I don't want it. But the movie that scared me the worst that I remember is I think it's called Fantasia, or it has a ball that's in a
Phantasm.
phantasm that's got the ball that roams around.
Yeah.
and
And it seeks you out because that shit and stuff. It kills you.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yep. I was
Probably
down
one
on
of
the
the least
floor.
scariest shows I can think of.
I'm still gonna tell everybody that Fantasia scares Richard.
Because Fantasia was a Disney movie there,
Oh,
Richard.
okay. Well, I didn't watch that one either. So
Oh, shit. All right. And the week, very important week, y'all. It's National Massage Therapy Week.
oh yeah.
Go get your massages.
Oh yeah.
Richard, I'm going to have to mute you. Calm down. Jesus Christ. Woo, shit. Let's see. All right. So, funny topic. I thought it was kind of interesting. Companies that started out as now, hang on, I'm going to pause there. I asked y'all to bring some stuff to the show. Joe, what'd you bring to the show today? What do you want to talk about?
My cell phone.
My cell phone. We know you work for T-Mobile,
Listen,
Joe. That's
I'm
enough
just gonna
plugs.
call it the way it is, and anybody out there that knows me listening, no, I did not do homework.
Oh my God.
I came to
He's
support.
got nothing. He's got nothing. Richard, got anything for me today?
Yes.
See?
I want to talk about
Did y'all hear that?
what is the proper attire, or what do you wear to bed every night?
Are you asking Joe and I
this?
this question? That seems a little odd.
I'm asking everybody this question.
So this is a new survey question of the day. You
Yes.
should have told me that in advance of the show, and I could have changed that in the show.
How about what
And-
do you wear under your costume? That's what I brought.
Oh my God. All right, so do you have something else besides what they want to wear? What they wear to bed, Richard? It's a little creepy on the show here. We don't want to avoid that one.
Okay.
Like
How
me, they're
many-
still in it.
How many actually sleep with something in their hand?
Well, so funny story. So my wife, again, she has like issues sleeping, right? So she doesn't sleep really well. So the other night I woke up to go to the restroom and I go there and she's kind of turned to her left side because a lot of times like she's keep her phone light off from shining, while I'm sleeping. So she'll lean to the side and have her phone. So she passed out with her phone still in her hand, sitting there. I was like, oh my God, whatever, and she kind of had the death grip on. I had to kind of pry it out of her hand to put it on the nightstand to charge up. So she apparently sleeps with the phone in her hand. What do you sleep with with your hand, Richard? Never mind. Don't answer the question. God Almighty!
You should have let him just stick to what you're wearing.
I know. Yeah. What should have asked them? We're going to move on from Richard's topics of the day. Companies that started out as a side project. Don't ever doubt what you can do if you have a product that others want and the timing is right. For example, Groupon. As a social network for activists turned into a daily deal site that scaled out to 45 countries and a $1 billion valuation within 2 years of launching. Groupon. Does y'all's wives, you ever use Groupon?
I think I've used it before.
Yeah. Well, Joe, you're kind of in touch with your feminine side. I expect that.
I kind of like to save a few dollars.
Yeah. So originally called The Point, a social network that connected users who wanted to rally behind a specific cause, the seed of Groupon was planted when founder Eric Lefofsky saw users banding together to buy an item in bulk and receive a discount. Spurred on by the economic class of 2008, they decided to launch Groupon locally in Chicago, and the rest is history. Crazy.
So a group of people go in to buy a certain item
And they get a better deal on
discount.
it. And now Groupon the premise of Groupon is Groupon themselves will go out to different retailers and say, hey, give us a discount on something. All of our users, because we have like 10 million users,
Right.
will probably come buy your product or whatever.
Exactly.
And then so they do that and get a better deal on it. So that's how
I didn't
Groupon
realize
was
that's
founded.
how it works.
And now they're
Online, Sam's Warehouse.
over $1 billion valuation for
Wow.
doing that, just starting that little online deal up. Isn't
See, I
that
just thought
crazy?
they found coupons for you. I didn't know they went and created one.
Now you know,
See,
Joe.
now I'm more inclined to use it.
How about Twitter?
We're going to Magpie Inn.
One of the Magpie Inn
That's,
in Mineral Wells.
that's where we're going.
Cool.
So yes, Twitter was once a tiny side project created by a podcasting platform, Odeo, during a company hackathon. It was nothing but an outlet for a few employees, and although CEO Williams supported it, investors and the press could care less. So just look at the decade-old TechCrunch review. This is what it said. What is this company doing to make their core offering compelling? How do their shareholders feel about side projects like Twitter when their primary product line is besides the excellent design and total snoozer, blah, blah, blah. Turns out what they were doing was building an entirely new business and changing the way we communicate online, all without even realizing it at the time.
Do you use Twitter?
Not really. I have it for Twisted Text, and I'll try to tweet out things every so often, but I don't use it a lot.
I've never used it.
You never tweeted?
No, never.
Maybe it's our age, but it seems more difficult.
All right, so real quick, we're going to jump to Wacky World News because I got some other stuff to talk about there, but Wacky World News I know is a fun segment for everybody. Wacky World News. All right, y'all ever go to Disney World or Disneyland?
I have.
You have, Richard?
Years ago.
You ever go to Disney World, Disneyland?
In Florida, yes.
Okay. Have you ever, I'm going to say, touched any of the characters?
Oh, yeah, I
Please
wanted
don't
to.
Come on.
Richard, we didn't ask what you wanted to do. We asked, have you ever?
Yes.
Yes, you have touched them
Yeah, because when you take pictures.
in an appropriate way?
Oh, no, never.
Okay.
And I did not take pictures with characters.
So a woman's called out on TikTok after inappropriately touching Gaston
Oh, wow.
at the Disney theme park.
Who's Gaston?
Gaston, I was hoping you would know.
Is that like the genie guy with?
No, he has like the big, like bold hair and muscular guy. I think he was, y'all help us out. Which character was Gaston? Which movie was Gaston in? I don't know.
Anyway, what'd she do with it?
So they said that she inappropriately touched Gaston, right? So I was thinking this is going to be, she's going to go out there and grab his junk because he has like little, little briefs on or whatever, She literally walked up there to get a picture with him, and he's standing there in his little pose. And she goes, "Just put your arms down, Joe." She walks up and goes, and just touches his pecs.
Yep.
See if they're real.
And then he like smacked her hand away. And somebody in the crowd says something to her, and she's like laughing, and she tries to touch him again, and he smacks her hand away. And he says, "Go." And so like she got thrown out because she touched Gaston's pecs.
Oh, wow.
I think I did see that.
I feel confident that Gaston probably slid her his phone number first before he smacked her hand away. Come see me after the show.
Okay, yeah, no, I thought it was somebody from the British military, but I guess it could have been. But I did see that video.
Yep.
Yeah, she thought he was joking at first. He got pretty serious there. at
Yeah,
the
he did.
end.
Got all
There are
testy.
kids here.
Yeah,
Oh,
yep, exactly
goodness.
right.
Okay.
Good job, Joe. All right, so a European man lists his girlfriend on sale for eBay.
Wow.
Would you ever consider putting your wife for sale on eBay? Either one of you?
I would never.
No, she can't
in
hear you,
my
Joe.
life-
She can't hear you,
never
Joe.
do
Go
that.
ahead.
Never.
Here, I'll mute you. Tell me the truth. Yeah,
No,
so
that's
he actually got a bid for $70,000 was the top bid that he got for his.
Like, is that a rental or a sell?
I know it's a good question. So then it becomes, does it cross over into creepy land of
It's creepy.
is it
There's
like,
no question. It's
like
creepy.
trafficking because you're trying to sell somebody? Although it was really just a joke, is what he posted,
Right.
because she smacked him in the ass at a riding store with a horse prop, and that kind of made him mad.
So he sold her.
He said, "Screw this! I'm putting you up for sale." $70,000 he received for her, or was offered.
He probably in jail now.
And technology has gone too far. A woman uses an Alexa device to harass and torment her ex's new girlfriend. so
Creative.
Susie, we're gonna call her Susie, gets booted out of the house, right?
Okay.
But they have a dog that they bought together and shared together, and so the ex agreed to let her still have access to a camera and to Echo, so because she could talk to the dog and stuff during the day, And apparently she started using it just to harass the new girlfriend. Would flick the lights on at night and stuff, Was doing all
Fun
kinds.
would that be? Gosh, that would be a good time.
I so thought of you when I heard that story, because Joe is a Mr. Tech guy. Like his whole house is this new house wired like your old
It
house.
is. We're geeked out.
Yeah, so like when the Cowboy game was on, we go over and watch the game. Which, by the way, why haven't I got an invite to watch the Cowboys this year?
I don't know. I'm just not used to inviting people. You usually just show
You're
up
not a
when the
good
garage
friend,
doors
Joe.
open.
You're not a good
I
friend.
know.
So, but Joe has like his house lights rigged, and so like when the Cowboys score a touchdown, ooh, the lights go blue and white and flash, and the whole house.
really?
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
Cool.
Joe's yelling stuff across the room for her to turn on this light, do this. And I'm sure there's other stuff he yells at night that we don't hear about. Anyway. All right. So you only got a minute and something left. Anything else you want to throw out there real quick?
Yeah, I would. No, I don't have anything to throw out there, but that would be very, very cool to do. Sweetness, if you ever leave me,
She'll be harassing the ex, or you'll be harassing
I'll be
her
harassing
new guy.
the new guy.
Maybe it's not going to be a guy.
Mm,
They're saying,
There's a reason I don't see Angie around very much anymore, isn't there, Joe?
shut up.
They're saying that guy was from Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, okay. Gaston. See, thank you. Good job, Richard. Way to keep focusing on your phone, Richard, as
I'm
you're supposed to
trying.
do.
I'm trying.
Unlike Joe here, who's put his phone away. He's not really adding any value to the show at all. He's just laughing occasionally. I don't know what the hell you came
That's
for.
funny.
Let's see. Dang, I only got 40 seconds left, Joe. I can't start a topic. What law would you abolish if you could?
2 a.m. drinking law.
They could drink. You can drink till whenever, 24/7.
Yes.
Not bad.
Yeah, that'd be it.
I'd get behind that, Joe.
Killing people.
You want law? You want killing folks to be okay?
I think we'd be better off to be back in the wild, wild west. And
Well, I think killing was illegal back then too, Richard. We're going to end on that note, because the show has come to an end. Our music is here. Thank you all for tuning in to the Rise and Smile program. It's been a blast. Richard, Joe, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you guys. Be back next week. Y'all have fun. Love each other this week.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, Joco Community Radio.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason.